This tutorial I'm going to be showing you how to do rosette chain. The rosette chain is made up of, in this instance, 12mm jump rings and 7mm jump rings. These are silver plated jump rings over a brass base. These jump rings are available on our website. They come in packs of 100. They're a great alternative to sterling silver. Basically, this chain can be used as a linkage of components in between beads for a bracelet or a necklace, or you can use it, just continue on and use it to make a whole necklace or a whole bracelet. It's quite effective and very stylish. Okay, to start our design today, as I said before, we'll be using the 12mm jump rings and also we'll be using 7mm jump rings. For the basic rosette pattern, each of these three here is a component joined by two 7mm jump rings. We'll be making these three components first. Each component is made of 4 12mm jump rings. So we need to open 3 of the jump rings and leave 1 closed. Here I have the jump rings for the first component. So I've got 1 closed 12mm jump ring and the other 3 I've opened. Hang on to the closed jump ring and just basically thread through the first open one and close it. Now I'm actually going to close this with my hands because the 12mm jump rings are quite easy to close without using the tools. It's probably the only size of jump ring that I'll do that with. Basically then you've got 2 interlocking jump rings and basically just put them together as if they were one and set it down. Take the third jump ring, pick up the 2 you've already linked and thread that jump ring through those 2. So it's going through the middle of the loop of the 2 and close that jump ring. Put the 3 of them together like you're sort of stacking a deck of cards, but obviously they are overlapping. So you've now got 3 jump rings together. Just put that down just to show you. Then you've got your 4th jump ring, pick up the 3 you've already made and make sure that this 4th jump ring goes through the 3 that you've just linked together. Then close that jump ring. Then put them together and what you've got then is your first rosette. It will fall apart if you're not hanging on to it, and that's what the 7mm jump rings are going to hold the components together. So that's your first rosette. What I'm going to do now is just show you how to connect the rosette to another rosette, therefore just extending the chain. Each rosette you do is just making the chain longer. Here I have 2 open 7mm jump rings. This is what I'm going to be using to connect the 2 rosettes together. The easiest way is just to pick up 1 lot of rosettes in one hand. I use the pliers basically as another set of fingers. It's easier to get into position. Sometimes your fingers are too big and get in the way. With the 7mm jump ring, put it through all 4 on the rosette and basically just hang them off the bottom of your 7mm jump ring. Then pick up the rosette that you've just completed and feed the rest of the 4 rings, so through the main hole, making sure all of them are on the 7mm jump ring, and then just close your jump ring. So that's what you've got there, and you'll do that again. So you've got 2 7mm jump rings holding the 2 rosettes together. So you've got your second 7mm jump ring. put it through all 4 of one rosette, then all 4 of the second rosette. Now you have all 8 jump rings of the 2 rosettes hanging off the last 7mm jump ring. Close your jump ring. And now you have a chain of 4 rosettes. You can just keep going with that pattern to get as long as you want to, or now you could use that as a component within a necklace, then wire wrap some beads and put in between. You could, the best thing to do then, if you're going to use it as a component, is finish it off with 2 jump rings on each end and add to your next desired component, whether it be a bead or a piece of chain. That's finished rosette chain.